So when I have this thought about renouncing to be a monk, I never tell my parents lah. Of course they won't allow. I'm for sure for that lah, especially Chinese family. And I am the only son in my family. I have 3 sisters and I'm the only son. But somehow this thing come into my mind for a few years. So I do such a planning. I am working outstations, so I tend to go back. I prolong the time of going back. Say beginning I go back every once a week, later once a fortnight, later once a month, until she complained, how come you didn't come back so often and all these things. I want her to have a kind of habit, to have kind of feeling that your son is going to move out from your house and be used to it. But another thing I do to impress my mother is that because I with my mother is having very good relationship, we are like friends. So I have always think of how to involve her into Buddhism, especially at a minimum doing charity. So I do a lot of programs on Buddhism. I always involve her. I say, you help me to drive, and or maybe I drive you. You help me to recognize the road and all these things, and then she's willing to help. Then once she came up with a kind of thinking, she said, you people who learn Dhamma, who learn Buddhism and do program on Buddhism, seems to be very lucky. So I tried to ask her, I said, what makes you think this? She said, because you do a lot of things, you were happy, and then everything goes so smoothly. Then I tried to joke with her, oh, the Deva is helping us lah, because we are doing good things lah. So she's satisfied with the answers. Now, as a traditional Chinese home lah, normally we have a lot of Devas, deities lah. So my house as well. So of course when I started to be more serious about Dhamma, I don't like this thing lah. I don't like the worshipping. But I cannot tell her that you get away all these things. Maybe you put a Buddha statue you want to. Somehow I kept quiet, although I have this in my mind. But once she rang me up. She said, I have something to discuss with you, son. I said, what? All the deity in our house, I want to give it away to temple, this Taoist temple. And only put one Buddha statue. What do you think? I said, oh, that's fantastic. So you see, this thing, I didn't ask for it, and it comes naturally because she started to have a bit of faith. So I asked her, I said, why you have this? What makes you to have this kind of feeling? She said, all this year we've been praying and burning this and burning that. It doesn't seem to have very great changes. You see, furthermore, putting a Buddha statue is feel comfortable and calm. So this is something I think it could be the right time. Could be the right time.